So we're going to wait a couple of minutes because this is kind of another one of those unannounced pop-up lives. So I'm just going to go into my YouTube channel over here and go to my live. And yeah, okay, there we go. We are here. Be comfortable. Hi guys and good morning. It's Mr. Ron from Leominster, and today is October 5th. It's a foggy morning outside until around 10 o'clock. It is really foggy outside. And just wanted to give you a update on what's going on and what we did for activity. And yeah, we got a lot of stuff. So I hope I set this settings up right. I had to, what was going on with the guys. Let me have a sip of my coffee first. Well, my name is Ron from Leominster there. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're a returning member, welcome back. And if you're a new member, could you please share, like, and subscribe to the channel? It definitely helps my members know when I'm posting videos. And this is another one of those unannounced pop-up lives. I'm going to start doing lives almost every day. And, you know, now that I figured it out, what was going on. See, what was going on with my, when I was popping in to try to do like a live and setting up for a live, it was, telling me that it was horizontal, needed to be set up from vertical, and it wasn't, you know, it was showing me like this way when it should have been this way. So what I ended up doing was, I ended up, had to go into the settings, but it says advanced settings on YouTube, and change it from vertical to horizontal, and then I realized that the chat was turned off, so I fixed it. So hopefully I can read your chat if you're coming in and joining in with the live chat. But anyways, yeah, so that's all the problems that we had, and hopefully down the road I won't get so frustrated with YouTube too much anymore, but I still want to use StreamYard. So maybe sometime this week and I'll pop onto the video and do a StreamYard and see how it goes with that particular browser website. But yeah, so today is October 4th, as I said earlier. So yesterday, my friend Deborah from Keto Rewind, she and her husband Tom, the Keto Rewind family, they came down and from New Hampshire. Probably about it for them, it was about an hour and a half drive. They felt very special and honored to meet them. And as you know, when I first started my ketogenic lifestyle, I started following Jess, was one of the first channels that, actually she was the first channel that I subscribed to when I started following weight loss. And then I got involved with Steffi from the Incredible Shrinking Steffi. And again, her and I are 1 week apart on our weight loss journeys. And yeah, and hang on a minute, I'm going to share this over to Facebook. And I want to edit my title on this. Okay, so we'll do Thursday, Thursday, Thursday Chat Along with Keto Cafe. Okay, I'm going to save that. Okay, then I'm going to go here and put it. Okay, the other stuff I can put in the description in there later, and then go back to that, my YouTube channel. Okay, get that. Hang on, just hang on, guys. Go live. Okay, so I'm back in the chat. Now I'm going to share it over to Facebook. Share. Okay, okay, chat along with Ron. Chat along with Ron Keto Cafe. There we go. And put a hyphen in there and make sure I get rid of the capital E in keto. Share it over there, and then go back again and then share it over to my group in case somebody wants to watch this later. And then put a title. Okay, there we go. There we go. And I think I'm all set. And, okay, I'm live. I'm live. I'm live. I'm live and alive. I'm live and alive. Ask me anything. Ask me anything. How's that, guys? Okay. Okay, so we got that all straightened out. So anyway, so I'm live and alive. And yeah, so today is October 4th, again, October 5th rather. And welcome to the channel, Ron's Keto Cafe. And again, I'm Ron. And if you're new, welcome. And if you're a returning member, welcome back. If you're a new member, could you please share, like, and subscribe to my channel? It definitely helps other members know when I'm posting videos. And as always, I'm not a doctor, don't make any medical claims. This is all based on my own personal journey, so please do your homework first. And before we get started, I'm going to have a sip of my favorite cup of coffee in my Be Kind cup. So so I finally figured out what was going on with my setups on YouTube, and I'm trying to do lives. It was frustrating me to a point where I didn't want to do lives anymore. And what was going on with it, guys, I had to go into the advanced settings, and there's two sections over there. One that gives you a horizontal or vertical setup on your camera before you go live. So when you go live, you just go into your settings and you look for see how you want to set up your video. And I think by default it stays on the vertical setting for some reason. I don't know if there's a way I can just keep it on that permanently, but I'm going to see if I can't figure that part of it out. And then also I got a permanent thumbnail that I'm going to be using for the live chats, thumbnails that you're seeing currently right now. And I just wanted to talk a few things this morning. Again, if I see anybody popping in, I'll answer any questions. And if not, just catch the replay and give me a thumbs up. And it does definitely help the channel grow. Yeah, we're almost getting there with the monetization rise of the channel. If that's even a word, I guess. I don't know. But I have about 1,500 watch hours. You're going to be at 3,000, within a year's period. So right now I'm running multiple playlists on my 3 browsers. I'll get the watch hours up there. I've been up since 2:30 last night. So what I did, guys, yesterday I decided to start doing some road dash videos again, and I picked up this device. It's a dash. It's a road dash, and it's called a Rove Rove R2 4K. It takes dash video, and you put that in the middle part of your windshield, and it does front and reverse if you want to look at it the reverse side. And it's hooked into my USB plug so I can charge it while I'm driving, and it's very sensitive. So as soon as you start the car, it goes on and it records your voice, records your radio. Good morning, Tamika. How you doing today on a Thursday morning? So I was just mentioning that I had I got it finally set up right on YouTube. I was getting so frustrated with it. And if you hear any noise going on outside, it's rubbish day, and they pick up rubbish here on Thursday. So, I apologize for the noise, and I do live in the apartment complex. So I was explaining I got a new toy to play with. I got a dash cam, and I had this particular dash cam before. And let's see if the mayor's, hang on a minute, I'm just going to check the video that the mayor's got going on here. Okay, so let me close that video. I don't want that playing over my timeline. Okay, so he's at the 7:30 in the morning, and Amir's already in the office this morning. I'll catch his that particular replay later. So I'm doing some more road video, and back in the early days of 2020, I was doing a lot of road video because of course everything was shut down, and I started my weight loss journey, and I was doing a lot of walking, and there was nothing else for me to do in between, so I picked up that little mini dash, and that got destroyed in the flood. And so that cost me another $60, and they got a couple of different versions of it. I said, why would I want to spend $100-something, and I got it for $60, the same exact model. So anyways, I had to get a microchip card for I think I still got that. I'll show you what the card looked like. You don't want to lose it. You need one of these that goes in it and that records your video, and you save it on that. This cost me about $20. It's 128 gigabyte, and you have to format it first before you use it, and you can do it right within the mini dash, and then I set it all up how I want the videos to be recorded. And so yesterday I went out doing some video, and so I live on Adams Street, and I was cutting across Pleasant Street, and I already got that video up, by the way. And I went all the way down, and I was talking over the video, not initially, but I had copyrighted music going over the video, so I took off all that junk, and then I did a voiceover this morning. My voice was my nose was stuffed up because I got allergies, and so I put it up. It runs about 14 minutes, but if you want to see a lot of those type of videos, you let me know, and I'll put up on a section on my channel. But I didn't want this video, my YouTube channel, to be that type of video, but these are just extra bonus videos. And anyhow, what happened was, so when I started out on, came up Central Street, took a left, and went up Pleasant Street, and went all the way up and around. It was about a 14-minute trip, and you know, across the street from the bank, as you get started, there was a yellow house over there. It was like a 3 or 4 decker, and I drove by it on the way back, and then I had to go to Market Basket yesterday, and then I went home, and then they had a Spanish festival at the downtown Common too at around 5 o'clock, and that lasted to about 9 last night. They were playing some, Mexican music and Spanish music, all kinds of, the type of food, and it's just a good get together for people of that culture, and or anybody that just wants to go out and have a good time and just sample some of the great foods that they make. And so about 4 o'clock when I got home, I'm driving by that area, and they had the area all blocked off. And I'm looking down there, they had a fire truck that extended the ladder all the way up to the 4th floor. And I said, and I asked in the chat, I said, this, my Facebook friend says, is there a fire going on there? And I asked him, well, what the address was of the fire. The fire was 33 Pleasant Street. And I says, oh my God, I just drove right by you like 10 minutes ago, and I'm the last one that got a video of that building before it got, the fire broke out. So, they got it all under control. The families, I don't think that they were able to go into the house. So there's probably like about 6 or 7 families over there that now are homeless, right? So then last night I'm sleeping, and I woke up like at 1 o'clock. I heard the horn go off, the fire horn. That 4 alarms went on, and I asked one of my friends there, Ricky. I said, was there a fire last night? And he said, yeah. And everybody kept telling me, it's the same address. It's 33 Pleasant Street. And I goes, well, that was a fire yesterday afternoon. And they goes, I thought that fire was put out. And he says, no, it started up again. So they had to call 4 towns in to help them put it out. And they're still there. I'm going down there this morning when it's light out. Well, it's light out now, but the fog's supposed to clear out of here around 10. And I got to go to Market Basket. And I'm going to grab us some photographs. And I'll walk down the street and park as close as I can get as far as, that goes. And then I'll get out of the car and I'll walk around and I'll take, as many photographs as I can. But, I want to go to Market Basket because I've been trying to get some pork belly for the longest time. And I talked to the butcher last night, and he said, yeah, we just got some in last night, he said, and they just loaded it. It usually goes on the shelf Thursdays or Wednesdays if they get time to put it out on Wednesdays. And they have to cut it up in packages. So I'm going to pick up, a good amount of that. And, so, because I want to make some stuff with pork belly, and it's a good carnivore meal snack. So, I'm many prayers to the families and victims of those fires, because those fires are terrible. Donna and I had a fire back in the 1990s, and we lost everything. I didn't have apartment insurance back then. But it's terrible when that happens, and we don't even know what the cause of it was or anything like that. So, I just, again, just say your prayers for the families and the victims, that they could, that they comfort them in prayer. And, I'm sure there'll be some GoFundMe pages set up on social media and stuff like that. And, so it's really terrible. I just, and again, sip of coffee first. So, so that we got that going on. So then yesterday, my friend Deborah from Keto Rewind, if you know her channel for YouTube, she does weight loss like I do. And anyways, her mother Deborah and her dad Tom, they ended up coming down all the way from New Hampshire yesterday morning, and about an hour and a half drive just to meet me. So I feel very blessed and very honored. So Deborah, if you're watching this live video, thank you so much for that. You and I and your husband Tommy connected on all 4 cylinders, and we talk the same language. We believe in the same stuff, political and spiritual, and we all know what's going on in the true world. And we had a good chat. We did an interview, and I got the interview done, and I'm going to be putting that up on the channel later for a premiere. And again, I'll be asking any questions if anybody wants to ask me any questions regarding my journey. And Jess, his daughter Jess, that actually does the Keto Rewind, she asked me 2 specific questions that her mom came over with, and I answered them yesterday. And one of them was, well, and Jess is struggling with that now, like we all are, is when you have a bad week or a bad month, how do you get around your weight loss journey to get back on track? Well, typically what I do is, well, I've always done fasting in the morning most of the time. If I want something earlier than that, and I usually have it, but not too often. I usually fast around, I start eating around maybe 11, 10:30 in the morning. It depends on my schedule, and then I cut it off at around 6 at night. And I've been very successful with a 3-year journey doing that particular fasting regimen. Now I'm done 23-1 fasting, every other day fasting, alternate day fasting, and you know, OMAD is 1 meal a day. It's very, very hard to do all that, guys. So I'm sticking to me what's really, and I've done carnivore and a keto board and all that stuff. I'm basically gonna stick to keto because, you know, and every now and then throw in the carnivore meal because I like vegetables, and you know, and I like certain fruits, and there's a lot of fruits that I love that, of course, that are not allowed on keto if you're doing true keto because they pack a lot of sugars. And the whole idea behind keto, if you want to have a successful keto and weight loss journey, you know, the goal is to take your carbs to 20 or less carbs a day. And when I did reach ketosis, I used to get the keto flu and all that stuff right there, and I never lost my hair or anything like that during the keto experience when I was doing ketosis, which is basically burning your fat for fuel. I was always there, and then I would, you know, my body weight right now is around 235 pounds, and which I'm really fine with it. But I still want to get down to 180. It's always been my primary goal, and maintain that weight. But I've been maintaining 225, 235 over the last year and a half. Actually, 2 years now. And I've been really, really blessed that I've been able to do that. And I know many people that had the weight loss surgery put on weight right afterwards, and they got rid of all their weight, and then they go back to the old eating habits, and then they, you know, they put on their weight. And if you're going to go through all that aggravation, why bother having the weight loss surgery? You know, and that was always my big issue because I love to eat and I didn't want to have any complications. Now, she had a lap band surgery back around 12, 14 years ago, she was saying. And she had an issue where this past Christmas, it broke. She almost lost her life. So they had to replace it with a new one. But she was saying if you do have the lap band surgery, that every 10 years you have to have it replaced. And she didn't know about that. So I learned something from that video, and a lot of us did, and I was glad I never had the weight loss surgery because I like to eat, and I didn't want to mess up my stomach, you know, and the only thing it's about me is I got a lot of loose skin. You can see it all hanging over here. It's even worse in my stomach. That's why I don't show my stomach, and, you know, my actual skin in my stomach, and my legs have a lot of loose skin, and I'm fine with that. The doctor told me, I says, I can get the skin surgery anytime I want, and, you know, but I decided I'm going to, you know, as long as it's not a health issue, I'm going to stay with the skin, with the, you know, with my body mass the way it is. I'm having my hip out in January, my left hip, did the right one done last year. She was asking me about that. I goes, that's all fine. And, yeah. Good morning, Iris. It's just Ron from Keto Rewind, Ron's Keto Cafe. Yeah, it was just funny when we had an opening segment yesterday in front of the coffee shop. We went over to the Main Street Cafe yesterday when Deborah and Tom came into Lumiston to meet me, and I'm outside. We set it up on the table over there and the camera, and I was rolling the camera, and we were talking, and I was trying to do an opening, and I forgot my channel name, and she goes, "What are you?" And she said, "No bloopers and stuff like that." So I put down over the original timeline as a senior citizen moment, you know. And you know, this is a pretty funny video. It's a good educational video for you guys and gals, and that'll be going up on my channel later today. And I already got my thumbnail made. I just got to write a description and put the description in. And you know, Deborah and Tom, they're really great YouTubers. Well, she doesn't do YouTube, but she does go into Jess's channel every now and then, and she'll do something with the daughter. And we had a good productive chat yesterday, and I felt really privileged and honored to meet them yesterday. And you know, she's a retired nurse. She does Reiki, which is healing with the crystals. And, you know, Donna and I are definitely going to go down to her house up in New Hampshire later on, and, you know, and get together for another chat. And, I just, I mean, I like, again, I feel very, very blessed that these people have been able to come into my life and help me out with my weight loss journey. Again, my channel is not monetized yet, but I have like 1,500 watch hours, and I'm planning on doing some more live cookings now that I got this figured out. The jambalaya recipe, I put it on hold for a couple of days because I've been extremely busy. So I think I want to make that later today, and I'll film it out and I'll put it up as a premiere. It's just basically really easy. I have some fresh pepper and onion. I bought a orange pepper and a regular green bell pepper and a small onion. I'll chop it all up very fine. I'll transluce it into the frying pan, then I'll pull it out at that point, and I'll put the Polish kibasi in there. And I'm just gonna, I think this one over here, I'm gonna put the kibasi, and I'm gonna put I bought a rotisserie chicken the other night. What I'll do is I'll chop it up, and I'll, you know, the, this is a good way to get rid of your leftover meat. So you can put jambalaya gumbo, you can put anything you want in there. I was gonna put some lobster tails, but I don't know how that would taste. I'll use the lobster tails for another recipe. And then what I'll do is I'll just put the chicken and kibasi in there. I'll add the sausage and all that, get it all going in the frying pan, and then I'll deglaze it with a little bit of chicken stock, and then at that point, then I'll add some tomato paste and a can of diced tomatoes, and I'm going to put a bag of frozen cauliflower rice that I'm going to have thaw out and steam it in the microwave and try to drain out some of the liquid, and then I'll let that all cook down for about maybe 20 minutes, and then when it's done, we'll grab a sample out of it, and we'll talk about it in the back room or the front room or something like that. But it's very, very hard for me to do live videos, and I was trying to do one yesterday, and I didn't like how the video came out, so I deleted the video because I was doing pancakes yesterday, and dummy me, I forgot to put the milk in with a half and half cream. And yesterday, the recipe actually called for heavy cream. So yesterday, when I went shopping at Market Basket, I picked up a 2-quart thing of heavy cream, so I can start using it for my recipes. Because next week I want to start doing an egg fast again, and I want to see if I can get myself back into ketosis, burning my fat for fuel. So when I go down there to the fire location this morning, what I'm going to do, I'm going to probably do a live video from that particular area, and show you what's, what it is. Hopefully, like, again, I don't know, I think they're going to wind up having to take down the structure there and demolish what's left of it, because I don't think anybody can, save that. It's just sad when you got fires. I know what the family's going through, because we dealt with it. And again, if you're a homeowner policy, make sure your policy covers fire, make sure it covers theft, and make sure it covers flood, because you don't want to get into that situation like most of the residents here in Leominster got to. And we haven't even heard anything back from FEMA yet. I did apply. I don't think I'm going to get anything, but it was worth a try. I just felt bad because my wife was kind of crying yesterday, because they were loading up the dumpster yesterday of all the junk that was in the cellar that got destroyed, everybody's units and all that, tearing down all the bins and everything. And she saw the 2 totes that she thought somebody stole, and they were right on the truck. And you didn't want to go back and then take them out of there for her. And that's where she had all her valuables. Our Christmas valuables over the years that we collected, and of course now she's never going to get them back. And I was crying too. But I told her at the end of the day, Donna, at least we didn't lose our life. And now when we move, we just got the upstairs stuff we got to take out of here when we get ready to move next year. I don't know if we're going to move or not, but I do want to move because I'm just getting tired of the BS over here. We got a lot of street noise. I'm not picking on the Spanish community, but they are very obnoxious, and they're very loud. They love to play their music loud. They don't care. They fly by the streets, and the concerts on wheels. We hear it all day long. And I'm sure they cook great foods, but when I walk through the hallway, I can't. The smell is so bad. I can't. It makes me want to barf. And that's what we can contend with. And and it's not just that nationality. There's some other ones that are guilty of it too. So. Like I said, I don't want to pick on them in particular, because there's other ones that do the same thing too. And we have a city ordinance, and it's a $500 fine if you get pulled over. They give you a ticket for that, and they don't pull anybody over for that. Right down the street over here where I live, there's a car that's parked there, and it's been parked there illegally for maybe 2 weeks, it's got a sticker on the car, a traffic ticket. Why aren't they removing that car? If it's there, just remove it and let them get it out of the towing area, and that'll teach their behind, right? It's parked illegally. It's not supposed to be parked like that. Matter of fact, if you're watching actually don't want to be on this particular video, but when I do another video with that particular street, I'll point that out to you guys, But yeah, so, and today we're going to make that jambalaya. Donna and I are going to have hot dogs today, and the jambalaya will be for a prep meal, and doing some egg fasting, and then after that, I'm just going to do clean keto. And there was a question that was asked to me during the interview I did with Deborah yesterday. She said, Ron, he says, is there any way you could help me to do like clean keto, something like that? And Jess from Keto Rewind, in her early days that she was doing some clean ketos every month, and she had like a 30-day meal planner made out, and she left it up on the channel on the PDF or on her website. And then I ended up downloading all the PDF things, and probably what I'll do is I'll take another look at them and I'll recreate it. And if you want the PDF file, I'll put it on my channel, but it'll be a recreation of her original work, and it'll be in my own idea on how to help you guys to lose weight if that's what you want to do. And again, there's two girls on Friday night that I talked to, and again, I won't mention their names because I don't want to embarrass them, but they're really sweethearts. They're very, very pretty ladies, but they are, they're quite substantially heavy, and they're asking me for my help. I'm trying to help them out a little bit if I can. I hope if they want me to go walk with me at some point. One of them's getting weight loss surgery, and the other one's going to try to, help her out, and they're both going to do that together, partner together to lose weight. It's very important to get healthy, guys. When I was at 410 pounds, that was my heaviest I ever weighed. And so down to 230 pounds, 35 pounds. I mean, that's like a whole person. And speaking of whole persons, the three of us yesterday, Tom, Deborah, and myself, we were talking about that. The three of us together lost 355 pounds. And we left those people over there in the restaurant over there having donuts and coffee. So it's just pretty funny. And anyways, is there anything anybody want to ask me before I get going and kill the video this morning? So be watching for that other video. Let me know what you guys think about those road videos that I'm doing. I hadn't done any road videos in a long time. I think the last road video I did was when we had a flood, not a flood, but we had a blizzard last year, and I went out right after the blizzard, and I almost got stuck on one of the roads, but I got out of my situation. And, and again, somebody asked me, he said, Ron, is there any way you can go around the city and document all the flood damage? Well, first of all, right after the flood happened, half the streets were blocked off, and you couldn't get down half of them. And then I didn't have a vehicle, so how can I go do videos without a vehicle? So, I didn't have that situation. Then with Donna being in the hospital and everything, and she's fine now, she's back to her old self, and, my cat's still being a pain in the behind. He loves us one minute, he'll turn around and bite us the next minute. I don't get it, you know what I'm saying? But I finally found some food that he likes, the Fancy Feast. He used to eat the wet stuff. He's not eating the wet stuff anymore. He don't like it. And I was giving him a lot of those, what are they called, oh God, why can't I think of the name anymore? Anyways, they're treats for cats. And, he was replacing that with his regular food, and he wasn't eating his regular food anymore. And as a result, he started picking up a lot of weight. And I go, what's going on here? And so I finally found him some cat food that's actually made by Fancy Feast, that's dry stuff, and he really seems to like it. So yesterday, when I went to Market Basket, I picked them up 3 bags of different flavors. And so when I, I'll change them up every day, so something different for him. And I noticed since they've been doing that, he's not quite as hungry as those treats. Because those treats, I think you're only really supposed to give your cat maybe 3 or 4 treats a day, and not as a meal replacement. And again, that's why he's picking up a lot of weight. And I'm going to be putting him on a keto diet, So yeah. But I mean, he's been a real friendly cat most of the time. When I get up in the morning, he was crying a little bit. I let him in my room for a little while, and he was purring. And then all of a sudden, he started getting too much mischief, and I kicked him out of my room. And I won't let him climb up all over my stuff and take a chance of breaking it, stuff like that. But yeah, so I got again, I'll be filming the, probably doing some live video Monday night. They're gonna have the cannoli festival, and I'm gonna just, I'll show you guys that a little bit, and I'm gonna do some video for my channel, and again, I'm gonna do some more road videos. I got some videos ready. I have to edit them out, and if I like them, and not, I'll refilm them. The only thing I didn't like about that yesterday was when I was driving, you had a lot of sun glare in my eyes because it was been sunny out, which is good because at least it's better than all the stinking rain we've been getting. Yeah, we got 4 more inches of rain coming in Saturday. And again, she said on the news this morning, she said we had 18 weekends, actually 3, 4, 8, 12. But for the last 4 months, we only had 2 weekends that it didn't rain. Every weekend it's been raining out. So yeah, that's how much rain we've been getting. Along with that 11 inches of rain we got in that one storm. And last weekend we got another big rainstorm that came in, dropped in 5 inches of rain, and then not all at once, but over the course of like 12 hours. And then again this weekend. So definitely rain is hurting the rhubarb this year, you know, because our crops, a lot of our crops have been flooded out this year. So what that basically will do is after the fall harvest and everything like that, you later on in the winter months, everything's going to spike up even more higher than you're already paying. So if you're in a situation, try to stock up now and can goods if you can. You know, if you don't know how to can, there's enough YouTubers that do canning that would be able to help you out, you know. And that's what's really great about putting up YouTube videos, is designed to help you people out, and you know, and to keep me going, and you know, for me to have a successful weight loss journey, which I'm doing, and want to continue to lose weight, and you know, hope to get you guys motivated and get out there. And again, if you live locally, you know, text me, say, Ron, I'm watching this video, I'd like to go walking with you, and we can set up a time, and I can work around your schedule, because I'm always looking for a walking partner. But anyways, enough said of all that jibber jabber. I'll let you guys go. You guys have an amazing day. Love you guys. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Remember, you guys are amazing. Love you guys.